Hello everybody and welcome to the Bearded Fool Gaming. We're doing more Magic the Gathering. I just got back from GP Richmond and unfortunately came up just short. Needed 6-3 and ended up 5-4, which is the saga of my GP life. Hoping one day we'll do better, but for now that seems to be the best we can do, so we hope to improve. I really wish I'd gotten to the drafting portion of the day because I think I'd actually be pretty good at draft. But Sealed is just such a hit and miss with Amonkhet. It's a very interesting format. You definitely have to pick a deck strategy and stick to it more so than just have good cards or just have bombs. And it definitely really pushes the skill of deck building, I feel. So it's a good format, but we're not doing Sealed today, we're doing Draft, and it's starting up here. So let's jump right in and take a look at what we can do. So, first impressions that stick out to me. Channeler Initiate is a solid card. Crocodile of the Crossing is an excellent card. Lord of the Accursed is good. Final Reward is awesome. And the rest of the pack's pretty fillery. The really is between these three. I like removal in this, and I think Final Reward is probably in a vacuum, the best card in the pack. But I'm probably going to go with one of these and hope the other one tables. I think I'm going to take the Channeler Initiate, but Crocodile on the Crossing is probably better, honestly. There's a part of me that wants to take it. I don't think a Channeler will table. I don't think there's any chance of that, but I really don't think there's a chance of the Crocodile tabling either. Nothing really in this pack that we want to go into the black, but that won't table, so I think we'll take the Crocodile here. I really want the Channeler Initiate, but I think Crocodile is just a better card in this type of format, so we'll take it. Okay, now this is interesting. So Neheb is a very good card, especially if I want to build the Minotaur.deck. Furnace Monument's good. Start to Finish is an excellent card. That really wants me to go into white-black again, but nobody took black, it seems, but, you know, it could have been anything taken in that first pick. Definitely some black could possibly table here. I think Neheb may be worth taking and see if we can go into black-red. I think he's that bomby. Start to Finish, though, is really good. Ronus obviously works with the card that we took first, but overall, I think it's just Neheb might be worth taking. I don't think he'll table a full time, so I think we'll go ahead and grab him. Although Start to Finish is just looking me in the eyes, and I want it, but we'll take Neheb. Okay, so maybe we got a red-black-green thing going on here. Khenra Charioteer is really good. Cartouche is awesome. That's probably what I'm going to take here. Emberhorn Minotaur is also really good. The rest is just filler stuff, so I think that although these three are excellent choices, I do want some removal, and Cartouche of Strength is just really good, so we'll go ahead and grab it. Second Cartouche of Strength, now that's interesting. I'm not in blue or white by the looks of it. Emberhorn Minotaur is pretty solid too, so there's definitely a part of me that wants to take that, but I think he has a better chance of tabling than a Cartouche, so we'll go ahead and grab a second Cartouche. Such a great card. Okay, Bitterblade's solid. Spidergrass is okay. Horror's okay. Looks like we are in green pretty solid, so Bitterblade is definitely a good pick here, so that's all we'll grab. And I like old Bitterblade Warrior. He's a bear at worst, and pretty relevant attacker occasionally, so I like that aspect. It's definitely possible that the Neheb will end up being a dead pick. We'll see what happens, though. I'm still open to any secondary colors. Like, I definitely am leaning towards black-green splash red, or black or green-red splash black. You know, we'll see where that goes. I don't have to play Neheb, though. I want to, but I don't have to. See who's passing to me. Rails. Seeing if I recognize any of the names, and I do not. Okay. Greater Sandworm is Douche of Zeal is meh. Blazing Volley I don't care for. I like True Art Duelist, so I'm not in those colors, obviously. Not to say I couldn't go green-white. But considering red seems to be a little open, I do like Unburdened, but I think we might end up green-red splash black, so it goes down in value. Probably it's one that'll table. Greater Sandworm seems good. I like to have a Violent Impact, but those are not highly contested, so I think we'll take the Sandworm here. It's a decent little curve topper that also cycles, so it's pretty decent. Really not sure on Neheb, so I'm just going to set him here for now. 2, 3, 4, 7. Yep. We got some slow pickers today. Looks like Mr. Nick Membres. Not picking too quickly. Alright. Huh. This guy's decent, not great. Bada Bat's probably the best card in the pack. I like Impeccable Timing here. It's almost worth taking, I think. I don't think we're going to be in that color, so I think we'll take Bat here. I'm not sure if we're going to be green-black or green-red, though, so we'll stay open, but Bat is just the best card here. I actually like Blighted Bat a lot in this format. Little hasty 2-1. I'm not a big fan of Hyena Pack because of the double red. Unburden is fine to pick up one of, but obviously we're getting a bunch of those. I think we'll grab a Giant Spider. I'm not sure if we'll play it, but we'll go ahead and grab it. I like Giant Spider in this format. 2 power, trades with a lot. It also blocks things like Blighted Bats and Friends. So definitely a playable card, but not one that we really want to push for. Wow, none of this looks good. I think a Painted Bluffs is not going to be too highly contested. Neither is Pursuit Glory. This guy's decent if we go green-red, I guess. Just a little filler card. So we'll go ahead and grab him. Doom Beetle's not the worst. Don't really care for this guy too much. We'll go ahead and grab him. He's just a filler card in this deck, but we might end up playing him. Okay, cool. So it's good to get this to table. Nice pick up there. 2-drop. Yeah, we're going to play the aggressive game, obviously, with a deck like this. I actually like Wonder and Death as a singleton, so I'll go ahead and grab that. This card, I don't think I would ever play it, so we'll just grab it to Jeru's. Hey, Violent Impact, that is a playable card and tabled, so I like that. People undervalue Violent Impact in this format, but I really like it. Interesting, a foil New Perspectives and an As Foretold. Lots of good blue. So if I rare draft here, I'm going to lose out on a Cartouche, Minotaur, Evolving Wilds, Magma Spray is the only one that really sticks out as a big deal. Kind of want the foil New Perspectives, but As Foretold's actually worth a little bit of money. So I think I'm actually just going to rare draft here. Okay, Harvest Season is interesting. I don't think it's good enough to play. Potter's Mark I'm not a big fan of. Spring Demand I don't think we're playing. Bitter Blade's an option, but Final Reward is looking at me. Final Reward's what we're taking here. There's no choice. Definitely got to get that removal while we can. It does pain me to rare draft, but I like that card too, and it's something I want for my online collection here. So it's seeming like we're going to be green, black, splash, red. which means I'm not sure about these two cards. Ooh, that's a really good card. Alright, I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Filler, really good, playable. But this guy's just bomby, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the Merciless. It does so many good things. Definitely not sure on how we're going to do our mana base and colors here. Really, our black's getting to the point that we have just as much black as we do green. It's Jund it is, so we definitely want to pick up an Evolving Wilds or something if we can. I think that would be a pretty big help for a deck. Probably will end up playing a Painted Bluff if I grab one. If we end up going this solid 3-color idea. Which you can do in this format. I've seen some 3-color as long as you don't go double colors. It's not too hard to do. But I think our black is actually pretty strong. Better than our red. So really green-black is where we're at. Red is a splash at this point. Because, I mean, these two I don't have to play by any means. Definitely seems like we're getting cut in green this way, which is interesting. I like that card, but we're not going to play it. Not going to play that. I like this card. Let's see. So we have only... I guess we got a couple ways. We got the Cartouches, we got a Crocodile, we got a Merciless Javelineer. Scarabs is definitely an option. I like Bloodlust Insider, but I don't think this is the deck for him. I like Oasher a lot too, and I think Oasher is probably a good pick. It also has the fixing aspect, which we might end up needing. This guy will probably table, and I don't think we got the strategy enough to do that, so we'll take the Oasher here. Oh, Black Cartouche. That's pretty awesome, actually. I'd really like to get a trial is what I'd really like to see. Nothing else in this pack sticks out at all. So, yeah, this trial, or Cartouche, rather, is 100% what we take. Yeah, but 3 Cartouches. I'd love to see a freaking green or black trial. Either one is really, really good with this many Cartouches. We'll see what happens with that. I'm thinking I'm probably not going to play this guy unless I need to, so I'm going to go ahead and drop him. Violent Impact I'm iffy on. I might end up playing it, but I'm not sure, so we'll leave it over here for now. I think everything else is pretty solid. Wandering Death I'm not 100% on, but I do like that card quite a bit. We've got some good creatures to bring back, so seems good. Another Cartouche. Wow. I don't want to take it, but that's just too good to pass up. 4 Cartouches. Wow. Decent to pick up. Mediocre. I like Supernatural Stamina. I don't think we have anything that really uses it well, though. I think we'll just grab a Hippotra's Mark here. I don't know, actually. I think that's a possible playable. This is a playable. I think either of these would be. So I think we'll grab the Hippotra's. Probably won't play it main unless we get some other -1/-1 counter on our own stuff, but it's a decent little sideboard card if nothing else. Oh, another Blighted Bat's nice. A Pathmaker Initiate's not bad. Miasmic Mummy's a decent filler, but Bat is just better, so we'll take it. Cursed Minotaur is a great pickup here, so we'll grab it. Also works with our Mr. Minotaur Lord here, so we've got, what, 3 Minotaurs is all we've got, unfortunately. 4-drop red guys would have been good to pick up, but we just had so many other options there. One thing about this format too is the 3-drop slot is so crowded, it's crazy. There's just so much good stuff. Okay, so there's into creatures and such. I said before that I wanted to pick up an Unburden, so we will. And it seems like black is our secondary color now, so I think it's just safe. And playable. I don't like Trespasser's Curse, but it's actually a decent sideboard card. This is probably a more relevant sideboard card, so we'll grab a Dissenters at this point. But I did sideboard in a Trespasser's Curse in one matchup against tokens. And it was pretty relevant. Okay, we'll grab a Supernatural Stamina. We'll probably play it. Think about taking this full art land, but grab one of those. Don't think I'll play it, but art doesn't seem awful because every time a creature dies, you gain a life and loot. But it's hard to justify playing. Oh, I did get full art land. Nice. Okay, Prowling Serpentpod's good. Another start to finish is nice. This guy is awesome. We don't have a lot of Exert. Really good. Electrify, though, is probably what we're going to have to grab here. I hate to see this guy go around because he's just a solid aggressive creature, but our 3-drop slot is already clogged, and we do need more removal, so... True Art Twins makes me cringe to see it go, but Electrify it is. Another cartouche. Now we get to the question is, can you have too many cartouches? And I think the answer might be yes. So I think we're actually going to take the combat trick and removal spell of Splendid Agony here. I think this seems pretty strong. So we'll grab there. And red is worth splashing them for, like, Electrify is worth the red splash along with these guys. I do kind of wish I'd picked up an Evolving Wilds earlier. I can't remember what I picked over it, but I think that was probably a mispick. Not the end of the world, but would have liked to have seen it. Also, don't think I'm going to play this guy, but we'll see. Oh, Wayfarer Javelin here. And a Fling. There's Splendid Agony. I really like Fling. Fling's pretty solid. Javelin is pretty solid too. I don't really have a lot of instants and sorceries though. Yeah, so Javelin goes down in value. Cartouches, I think I've got enough of, so I think we're going to grab a Fling here. Splendid Agony is probably still better though. Also a little more in color, so we'll actually grab a second Splendid Agony. That's surprising to see this late. Elful Amit, Lord of the Accursed is good, but I don't have that many zombies. I got some bats. First Minotaur. 2 cartouches, wow, that's crazy. We'll grab the Belfal Amit though, that's a bomb. Crocodile Demon. This is an interesting deck so far. Just so many 3-drops. Disgusting. Probably not going to play Unburden. It's probably a little too slow. Not sure about Wandering Death. Probably leave it just in case, since it does cycle too. Sure about Giant Spider. Ooh, Glorious End. As I want to play that, I don't think it's the right call. Doom to Center, I've went up a little on, but I'm still not a super fan. Fling is always good to have. But a Brawler is really good. Another Awasher wouldn't be the worst. Although this guy is pretty solid, I think Hooded Brawler is the better pick here. It also lets us stay in color a little better. We'll grab a Hooded Brawler. I like Spidery Grass, but it's not a big deal. Two Glory's okay. Odysseus Companion looks good. Consuming Fervor looks good. I'm not a big fan of Throne of the God Pharaoh. I've played it a few times and it's just always disappointing, so I don't care to let it go. I think we'll grab a Initiate's Companion here. Get another 2-drop creature. I like this card. 3-1 makes it awkward, but I've got enough cartouches and stuff to make it pretty relevant. Don't think we're going to play Horror in this deck. Stir the Sands is pretty good. You can just cycle it to get a blocker and all that. Nothing else in this pack sticks out, so yeah, we'll probably grab that and play it. We may not have the zombie deck, but that's still a pretty good card. 6/6 worth of creatures for 6, or instant speed, draw a card, make a 2/2. Seems good in that regard. Don't think we're going to play Giant Spider in this deck. A little too slow. Don't think we're going to play Greater Sandworm either. Ooh, a nice late Ronus's Monument's pretty good here. Now, Naga Vitalisk is strong too. Gift of Paradise is not the worst. It also fixes. I really like Ronus's, what it does. So I think we'll take the Ronus's Monument here. Which makes me want to play the Worm again. So we'll leave it in here as a maybe. $4 decent filler. Grab it. Don't think we're going to do some cuts here. It's going to be a little difficult to cut, honestly. Not going to play Painful Lesson nor Tormenting Voice, so we'll just take this Hate Draft cancel, I guess. Not sure what we're dropping here. Wonder in Death? Seems bad to drop that. Natural Stamina can probably come out. And if I remove the Greater Sandworm, it puts me at 16. Oh, excuse me, that seems pretty decent there. I mean, it's hard to make picks this late. It's pretty sad I didn't get a trial. Like, even a single trial, heck, even a red trial would have been awesome too. Like, any of those 3 cards, but didn't get a single one. Disappointing, actually. Don't think I need it, but I'll go ahead and take a second to Centers. I guess I go against the Artifact deck. I think all these cards that I have in here are pretty solid. This may be the deck. Another cartouche. I'll go ahead and grab that. I might end up playing it. We'll see. We'll see how our cuts go. Definitely can't have too many non-creatures. Another Washer is not the worst. Probably not going to play the Unburden, but we'll grab it. Which means the earlier pick, Unburden, was a mistake. And wow, Scarab Feast. I'm not going to play. Okay, so we've only got to make a couple cuts here. I think this is bomby enough to keep, bomby enough, bomby. I think Quarry Hauler works in our deck. pretty well. Crocodile's awesome. Electrify's worth the splash. Belful's amazing. Blighted Bats are solid. Not sure if I want 3 Cartouches here. First Minotaur's good. 2 Splendid Agony's awesome. I could drop Wonder and Death, which I might have to do. Hooded Brawler's good. Neheb's pretty solid. I like Ronus's still yet. I'm not sure on it. Drop it. Nish's Companion seems good, good. Not sure if we need 2 Awashiras. But I don't really have very many early drops, so I probably do. The Ronus's Monument's only good for the second ability, and I don't have a lot of creatures. Probably still worth playing, though. So I really just need to drop 1 card, and I think 5 Cartouches is a little much. So I think we'll drop 1 of the Cartouche of Ambition. That'll be the deck. Part of me wants to play this Worm and the second Cartouche, but I think we can leave them as kind of sideboard options. I think this is the deck here. 14 creatures, 16 lands, topping out at 5 mana basically. Seems good. So we'll have 3 mountains. I think we'll have... Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we definitely want green early. So green needs to go up. That'd be 7, 14. That'd be 17. So do we want more green or black? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We really want the same. We have a double black, but we need green earlier, so we'll drop a black. We'll go 3 reds. Anyway, we did fixing there, so let's go 2 reds and then black and green. We got these guys to search out the mountain, so that seems okay. Alright, so that is the deck. There's an option of taking out a swamp here. Additional forest. 7, 16. If we're really going to be doing it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's drop 1 swamp and add in 1 forest. There we go. Alright, so that is the deck. Pretty happy with it. I don't think it's an amazing deck by any means, but it seems like we've got enough removal, solid aggression and such, so let's give this a shot. I slowed it down. I will indeed play first. Well, we've got all 3 colors. A little flooded. Got a creature, got a removal spell. It seems keepable. We'll try it. With 16 lands, we are slightly less likely to draw more. Hopefully we just don't draw any more land and we'll be set. Drop in blue. Nope. Didn't want to see that, but not the end of the world again. Blue red. Did he get the spells deck? Guess we'll see. Nope, just an Entangler. Hooded Brawler is pretty good top deck here. Since the bat can get haste and be more relevant later, we'll go ahead and play the Brawler. The attacks I'll let get through. Obviously, since I have a Splendid Agony, I can play if need be. Especially if he tries to keep it back as a blocker or something, which I don't believe he would do, but you never know. Guy's playing slow, though. Battlefield Scavenger's pretty strong. makes sense for him to attack and exert here. Oh, he also gets a loot. Nice, yep. Good play, good play. I realize he did miss a land drop, so maybe he's trying to reach that land right now. Also 2 drops. Opposite of my deck in that regard. Not gonna block it. So see, now I have the choice of, do I want to play more aggressive or more, how do I want to play this? I think considering he is exerted, it's probably better to go and just play the bat and go straight offense, which is what we're going to do. This guy takes his sweet time. Do we want to exert here? I think we do. Seven damage is a pretty good swing for us that early. Got the perfect mana to cast Stir the Sands, so that's pretty decent. Got Splendid Agony to take out the Nerf Crop, and, well, the Nerf Crop or the Battlefield Scavenger, or... We got some options here for sure. He's exerting it, interesting. Okay, discards Floodwaters. Interesting deck he's playing. I'm not sure if it's good or not, though. Definitely an option of drawing a card off Stir the Sands, but I think I just want to cast it. Ooh, an Edifice is really strong here. That's unfortunately strong. Assume he's not attack, yeah. Alright, so I can either this or this. Guess we should wait till his turn to see what he does, so that's what we'll do. Just to keep a mana back for the Edifice, so it does slow his curve down a little bit. This is going to let him loot if I let him exert here. Probably better to go ahead and play the Agony. Minotaur, okay. That's interesting. I can electrify the Minotaur, though. Which is what I think I'll do. and kill the Minotaur. What's interesting also, since this thing's a 1/1 now, he actually cannot attack into my Hooded Brawler. That's a nice little bonus. I do like Battlefield Scavenger, though. I think it's an underestimated card sometimes. Probably because it is uncommon, literally. Eyes are hurting. Yeah, GP Richmond was an interesting experience. My biggest problem when I play IRL competitive Magic is I make bad mulliganing decisions and I take too many risks. I'm the type of person that's, oh, 1 land hand, but I have 3/2 drops. Obviously, I want to keep that. And it just doesn't work out oftentimes, which is the nature of the beast, I guess. Interesting, so he cannot stop me from attacking this turn. Really, a part of it wants to draw a card off this Stir of the Sands, but I think getting 3 zombies is just more relevant for our pressure that we're applying here. So I think we just attack with the Naga. Hey, Super Smash, welcome to the stream. Could play out the Washer and Stir of the Sands, but it's risky, I guess. Probably what I should do. I'll have to take the 5 if it doesn't block, so see what happens. If you're talking about the Magic Online game, Super Smash, you can download it. Google Magic Online, I'm sure you'll find it. Great card game if you never tried it. Or what Retro's doing here. He's already wasted 4 extra minutes. Somebody's, yeah, gonna block there. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and play out both these cards. I hate to put my whole hand out there, but we're gonna do it. Unfortunately, his Edifice is going to be on soon. It's a good one. Pretty good top deck by me there. I think we'll let him Edifice and then we will do our thing. Okay. I think we just trade off one of his things to deal 4 damage here. We'll block the bat, obviously, and take 4. Unfortunately, I'm in top deck mode at this point. Another Drake, huh? Pretty solid. Yep, did not want to see that. They'll make the Hooded Brawler not attack, which means I could only slip through 2 damage. Lose 2 creatures, so it's probably not worth it at this point. That's unfortunate, but I think we gotta play it safe. We'll keep the land in their hand. Yep. That's pretty garbage. 5/5 Flying Lizard. That is unfortunate. Some damage in. Not the best top deck right now. Not productive to attack here. I do have things I can do. Somewhere in here. Or 10, 11, 12. Fortunately, I can't stop it. Gonna wipe the board or something. Sweltering Suns. Oh, he's just gonna win. That's nice. That's nice. Pretty depressing loss there. Like, I pretty much had that in the bag and just came back on it. Definitely had options to top deck. I just did not get them. But I had a bad hand by any means. It just didn't quite get there. But he has an Edifice, so we're going to bring in one of these. Only 2 colors, so this probably does not come in. What comes out? I think Elwasher is strong in this matchup. Now Spider actually probably would be good to bring in here too, because he has those Drakes. Probably just do a swap with a Quarry Hauler. Or Blighted Bat. Blighted Bat probably goes down in value a little bit in this matchup. Supernatural Stamina is an option. The Cartouche wouldn't be the worst. Seems good enough. Go ahead and just go in with that. Not a great hand, but pretty decent, so we'll keep. Not sure why I'm getting so many lands. I'm only running 16. Heck, maybe I should cut to 15. Seems risky, but option, I guess. If I win this one, I might cut to 16 on the draw. We'll see. Okay. Oh, wow, that's good. That's sound a mulligan though. That's pretty surprising. Not surprising, but like pretty detrimental for him to have to play that guy. Oh well, never mind. That changes everything. You know, 5/4 flyer. What could go wrong with that? Thankfully, we do have an answer for it, but trade our creature after taking 5. Or we'll just Magna Spray it and take out our entire option. Wow. He probably just won the game off that, and that is not an exaggeration. That is not an exaggeration. So I can draw a card and make a 2/2. Or I can play a Spider. The 2/2 is not going to trade, Spider's not going to trade, so let's make a 2/2. Wow. This is bad really fast. Yeah, the nuts hand. Yep. That's nice. Gonna fling it at me for 5? It didn't fling, okay. Ironically, I need the Spider now. Wow, this is bad. think I do have a way to do this. I gotta play the Splendid on it and it. Block that to trade. Of course, he can then freaking embalm it. Could also go and play the Cartouche here and trade immediately. That would work worse there. So yeah, I think the answer is to play the Splendid Agony here. Go for a block. A little more risky. That's all I got. Turns out a Cartouche of Knowledge on a Blood Rage Brawler is pretty strong. Guess if you make a crazed, aggressive Minotaur into a decent attacker, things like that can happen. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I can't do that and that, so I have to do this and this. So pretty good top deck I just drew. So we will play the Bitterblade. If it gets countered, I lose. Plain and simple. It didn't, thankfully. And this guy. Pay 3. Yes, I'm going to fight. Got rid of the problem, but he's just going to bring back a freaking Mana Core. And he'll just draw 2 cards, you know, to make up for his entire mulligan, basically. Yep, now he can embalm. Ridiculous. Oh, or he'll just play an On-Crop Crasher. Because why not? His deck's absurd. Wow. I was feeling pretty good about my deck too until I see this craziness. Guess I somehow got there slightly. No, it doesn't matter because the Mana Core can come back and just kill himself. Just play it out anyway. Yeah, I know I lose. Yeah, about 18 different ways you can beat me. That Blood Rage Brawler was just frustrating though. Good thing I can block. Oh, I can't. Yep. pretty crazy. Wasn't even didn't even feel like a match. Got pooped on. I've got a bad idea, but I'm thinking about dropping. It's a 4-drop though. We'll see. But dropping a card and a land. If I'll drop a land, I can put in one more card. Which means I can put in a Supernatural Stamina or something like that. Could be good. Could put in another Cartouche. That seems a little risky. Go ahead and try the Supernatural Stamina, I guess. Let's do this. We'll try one more. See how that goes. That one was just a weird match. Like, I guess maybe this is another mulliganing mistake because my hands weren't aggressive enough. Too many lands. I don't know. This one I'm going to draw 2 lands the entire match, so we already know how that's going to go. Man, it's already better than I thought. I will keep. Wish this was a swamp. That's funny. I will. I'm like 203 sitting out there doing a lot of good. For outside, I can use one to get a land if I need to. Which I probably will need to. Unless I top deck a swamp. And I did not. I'll probably block one, sacrifice into turn. He'll probably tap one. And maybe not. It's also interesting that Cartouche is now 100% countered. So annoying. All I got. Pretty annoying when Vizier of Remedies causes problems like this. He is mana screwed though, so I guess that's one thing I have going for me. Hmm. See, 100% has to have a trick here. Could be a Dejeri's Resolve, so I'll just block like this. Or a Mighty Leap. Okay. Still a good thing I did it the way I did. Didn't lose my Minotaur. Should have played my land. I'm stupid. Oh yeah, I actually make each of us discards. That's right. Good thing I didn't play that. Interesting. I don't really want to discard either of those cards. But guess he's gonna make me. Can't discard it, unfortunately, to that. Yep, so I hate to get rid of the card, but I think it has to happen. That works out. Now I don't have to discard my guy. He plays the Dejeri's here, it won't even be the end of the world. Or he'll play Time to Reflect, which is a pretty huge deal. Wow. That was a blowout and a half. Wow. Didn't get to game live for anything off that. Time to Reflect is just such a crazy, crazy good card. Amazing card. I guess I should put the enchantment on the bat. I consider that option. Now I also have the option of playing the Agony now, but I think I get more potential value out of playing the Javelineer first. Perfectly fine with that. Very good. Put him on a 2-turn clock here. Did draw that land though. Could be relevant. Why would he play that instant or sorcery speed on me? That's odd. Because flash it in as like a blocker on me. I didn't attack with a 2-1 vigilance, that's nice. Guy's making mistakes. He should triple block. If he doesn't triple block, he's a fool. Fortunately, he can play the other half of that card now to get rid of my bat or my Javelineer. Which probably she should do the bat. He could also bring back an initiative, but I don't think that makes sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Why is he not attacking with vigilance, guys? This is a bad player. Well. Okay. That's 5. Like, what's this guy doing? Like, the way he's sequencing this does not make sense. Yep. Oh, wait. I could have killed his creature so he didn't have one to sacrifice. I'm a total idiot, too. Here I am making fun of this guy, and I just made a terrible choice, too. Wow, that was an interesting match. He wasn't a very good player. So he's playing white black zombies and has some good blowout spells. Don't think I really have any sideboard options here. Yep, we'll just keep going as is. Pretty good hand. My colors are a little stretched, but 2 playables. I'm on the draw. Yeah, we'll keep. Got a little worse with that top deck. Surprisingly relevant. Black mana? Nope. Sadness instead. Lots of creatures. Draw black mana, I'm perfectly fine. But don't draw black mana, we have horrible problems. I think if he attacks here, either way, it's profitable for me. I think I double block. It'll give him the choice, but it's worth it. Black mana. That's what I need. That's not black mana. Do I risk the attack here? If I attack and he trades, I have no target for Cartouche. But if I draw black mana, I'm fine. If I don't draw black mana, you don't draw land at all, I'm screwed. Either way. I think I'll attack here. Hopefully he'll trade. It's more profitable for me if he trades. No point to Death Touch. And considering he can just tap my creatures while I attack there's no point to try to keep it back as a blocker, and he can just play a zombie, tap it, and same situation. Why is playing that at sorcery speed? Pretty bad. It's actually not the worst thing ever, ironically. If I do that, he'll have to double block. They're probably the best. Yep, we've got issues, friends. This is what cutting down to 15 lands does. I have less than a 50% chance of drawing one. In hindsight, the hand was a bad keep. I felt like 2 playables, 2 mana on the draw. Even out of color was good, but it's not. Figure that might come. Let's stop 2 of the damage, so something, I guess. Hey, hey, a little late. So what can I do with it? I can take out that and that. I have to have a creature to do that, so that seems productive, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. He plays a zombie, it's whatever. I think it's better. Take the risk of having a blocker in this case. To be fair, he doesn't seem to have that many actual zombies. Yep. That would have been really relevant last turn. Wow. I will gladly trade into you here, buddy. Red mana now. Still mana, something. Yep. Ooh, interesting. So I can make an instant speed blocker, or I can try to hit my land drop right now. Considering he has 1 card in hand, I think it's better to try to hit the land drop right now. Then again, I can't play anything else this turn, so maybe it is better to keep it back as a surprise. Yep, I think it is. I think we'll keep it back as a surprise. Okay. So yeah, it is more productive to keep this guy alive. We'll block the vigilance guy. Okay. Come on, land. Or another freaking cartoon. Wow. If I fight here, kill here, I can block one, we'll be okay. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. On the bright side, this guy's down to 8 minutes left, so if he keeps playing so slow, he will run out of time. Killing it to get an extra damage through. Yep, I figured that would probably happen. That's unfortunate. Gain 2 life. That's going to be a 3. Kill one of those, but that's still going to be a 3 because I can't gain life. Play that, I can block there, but can't block those two. Cannot gain 2 life. So yeah, we lost. This will make him waste some more time. I mean, I don't think anything really needs to change. It's a bad hand I kept. Keep it. I got 2 playables, 5 land, and a 15 card deck, 15 land deck. It seems good in theory. Cat? Oh. I like that cat so much that I will match it. Cat of my own. Walker's depressing. Why would he not attack? It's so silly. It's a bad player. It's gonna be depressing if I lose here. Probably gonna end up trading with a cat, but it's whatever. That's interesting. How would he exert there? That's odd. Like, it's truly a very bad player. But a bad player with a better deck could potentially still win. So, I was going to put the counter on the Crocodile, but since he has Festering Mummy that'll kill this anyway, I think it's better to go ahead and just kill my cat off. I think. Is it though? Maybe I should make him do it. So block there, put a counter here. This thing would then have 2 counters, vice versa. Boom, boom. I have 1, so yeah, it makes more sense just to kill off the cat. Of course, he's probably just going to play the 1 white best spell in the game, so it doesn't matter. Yep, there it is. Maybe not, wow. Get surprised. Need to draw creatures here. Plain and simple. Huh. One way to get a billion creatures. I draw a creature, I'm okay, because I give it +2 and trample. Don't draw a creature, I'll be in trouble. What's he exerting? That's not good math. That's nice. Oh, wow. Four, five, six, seven, eight. That's bad. Let's see, so if I play that 6-4, 6-5 rather, he won't block, he'll take that, I'll take 1, 4, 5, 6, 5. I can kill a creature. Guess it makes more sense to be offensive. Got there. Yep, I should have kept the blocker back. That's what made the difference in this game. Wow. A minute left. That was frustrating. He was a terrible player too, like absolutely terrible decisions, and I lost that. That's frustrating, but now there's not even a point in playing the last match. I don't know what happened. Like I felt like this deck was good. I don't know if I'm just keeping bad hands, if I'm playing bad. Like curve isn't the best. I mean, I guess that's a problem. I don't know. It seemed like a good deck in theory, but I guess that's how it goes. But I guess that's it for this stream. So if you guys like what you see, leave any feedback, and I'll be bringing some more content sometime soon. Catch you guys then.